Hello students, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe my channel, press the bell button, press the like button and share it. Today we can understand the current density. Current density at a point within a conductor is the current through a unit area of the conductor around that point, provided the area is perpendicular to the direction of the flow of current at that point. Density J equal to I by A. So current density is a vector quantity and current is a scalar quantity. In vector form, I equal to J vector dot A vector, we can write it. George Simon Ohm, in the year of 1787 to 1854, he gave the one law, important law. That law is Ohm's law. The electric current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across the two ends of the conductor when physical conditions such as temperature, mechanical strain, etc. remain the same. You can see in the figure the potential is applied to the conductor. So then according to the Ohm's law, I is directly proportional to the V, or V is directly proportional to the I, or V equal to R into I. Here we are going to see the linear graph.
Shown here is a circuit with a suitable voltmeter for measuring the potential difference V across a resistance box Q and a milliammeter for measuring the current I flowing through the resistance box. A rheostat is used for varying the current and potential difference in the circuit. Record the values of V and I in the observation table. Now vary the position of the slider of the rheostat and record V and I. Record at least 5 values of V and I by adjusting the position of the slider of the rheostat. Calculate V by I in each case. The value of V by I is found to be equal to a constant R, which is a resistance of the conductor, thus verifying Ohm's law. This holds good only if the temperature remains constant.
Resistance. The resistance of a conductor is the opposition offered by the conductor to flow of electric current through it, that is R equal to V by I. Resistance in terms of physical features of the conductor EA VD. VD is called drift velocity, that value will substitute here. I equal to NEA bracket E capital E divided by M into tau. I equal to NE square A tau into V whole divided by ML. V by I equal to ML whole divided by NE square A into tau. V by I is R equal to ML whole divided by NE square tau into A. Then R equal to rho L by A, where rho equal to M whole divided by NE square tau is the resistivity or specific resistance. Resistance is directly proportional to the length and inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area under the conductor and depends on of material. Resistivity depends upon nature of material and not on the geometrical dimensions of the conductor. There is an element is introduced between the conductor that is called resistor. Resistor is symbolically represented like this way, and it is also in circuit diagram also it is denoted like this way. What is a resistor? In conductor different materials are there. So for example, one alloy we can take it, nichrome. Nichrome is made by the three elements like nickel, chromium and iron ions. The arrangement of the atom is similar to the copper atom. Here there is one positive ions, it is fixed, it is vibrating its position but not movable, it is a fixed. Electrons, it is loosely bound, so it is a free electrons, it will be move anywhere like this way. Similarly, in nichrome also we can say that there is a loosely bonded electron, but some electrons are bonded, that is covalent bond, some are loosely bonded. In conductors, so there is a when it is connected to the potential, so positive end to the negative end. So the electron flow from negative to the positive like this way. But in nichrome, electrons are restricted by the bonds. It does not flow from one point to the another point easily. So it required high potential. When potential is given higher, the electrons ejected from one atom collided with the another atom get vibrated. So as the vibrations it is increases, we are knowing that the heat energy is increased. So because of that in resistance we can see the heating energy. The resistance can be measured in terms of current and potential. So that is R equal to V by I. So different types of variation of current and potentials we are getting on constant reading. That reading we can take in terms of graph V versus I, that is IV characteristics we can study. So there is a linear curve we are getting, so that linear curve is like this way, and we are taking the slope of this one, that is a change in potential to the change in current. So for example, so I have taken 4.5 volt potential and 0.3 amperes current, we get the 15 volt per ampere, that is ohm. Okay, 15 ohm we are getting it. Relation between drift velocity, resistivity, current, electric field, current density and potential difference. Rho equal to E by J equal to E divided by NE Vd. Since J equal to I by A, that is NE Vd. Vd equal to E divided by Ne into rho, or Vd is equal to V divided by Ne rho into L, since E equal to V by L. When temperature increases, Vd decreases and rho increases. When I increases, Vd decreases. Now conductance and conductivity we can understand. Conductance is the reciprocal of resistance, its SI unit is mho. Conductivity is the reciprocal of resistivity, its SI unit is mho per meter. Temperature dependence and resistance are equal to ml whole divided by Ne square tau into A. When temperature increases, the number of collision increases due to more internal energy and relaxation time decreases, therefore resistance increases. Temperature coefficient of resistance formula is like this way: alpha equal to RT minus R0 divided by R0 into T. Color code for carbon resistor. The first two rings from the end give the first two significant figures of the resistance in ohm. The third ring indicates the decimal multiplier. The last ring indicates the tolerance in percent about the indicated value. For example, AB into 10 to the power of C plus or minus D percent ohm. So it is mnemonics like this way: BB rho of a Great Britain has a very good wife. Now you can see the table of color coding.
Color code for resistors. A circuit device made to have a specific value of resistance between its ends is called a resistor. Resistors in the range 0.01 ohms to 10 raised to 7 ohms can be bought off the shelf. The resistor may be marked with a standard code using 3 or 4 color bands according to the color scheme shown in the table. The first two bands represent the significant digits. The third band indicates the decimal multiplier, and the last band stands for the tolerance level or the maximum power it can dissipate without damage.
Fixed resistors.
Color codes are like scientific numbers with a mantissa and an exponent or power of 10. The fourth band on a 4-band resistor is called the tolerance band and is either gold 5% or silver 10%. Today 5% is a standard grade resistor. Let's try some examples. Here is a resistor with a color code brown, black, red, gold. The first band is brown, which is 1, the second band is black, which is 0, and the third band is red, so the code is 102. The third color, or red, represents 10 raised to the 2 power, or 100. This is the same as 2 more zeros, so we have 1000, or 1000. The fourth band is 5% tolerance, so a brown, black, red, gold resistor is 1000 ohms plus or minus 5%. Now 5% of 1000 is 50, so this resistor can have a value from 950 to 1050 ohms. Here is another resistor, yellow, violet, red, silver. Yellow is 4, violet is 7, red is 2. So this is a 4, 7, and 2 more zeros. The first three colors represent 4, 7, and then 2 zeros. So this is a nominal 4700 ohm resistor. The fourth band is silver, so this resistor has a tolerance of plus or minus 10%. So we have a 4700 ohm resistor with a 10% tolerance. Now 10% of 4700 is 470, so this resistor is guaranteed to be within the range of 4700 ohms plus or minus 470 ohms, or 4230 to 5170 ohms. Here is another resistor, white, violet, black, gold. White is 9, violet is 7, and black is 0. So the color code reads 970. It is a common mistake to interpret this as 970, but remember the third digit is the number of zeros, so 10 raised to the 0 power is 1. The multiplier is 1. There are no zeros appended to the digits 9 and 7, so it is just 97 ohms. The fourth band is gold, or 5%, so this is a 97 ohm resistor with a tolerance of plus or minus 5%. 5% of 97 is 4.85. If we add and subtract that from 97, that means this resistor value has to fall within the range of 92.15 to 101.85 ohms. Another example, yellow, violet, orange, gold. That is 473, or 47 with 3 zeros after it. That is 47,000 ohms, or what we would call 47 kilo ohms, or 47 K ohms for short. This resistor has a tolerance range of 47K plus or minus 5%, which equals 44,650 to 49,350 ohms. Another example, violet, green, blue, gold. This is the code 756, or 75 with 6 zeros after it. That is 75 million ohms. Or we can call it 75 mega ohms, or 75 m ohms for short. Notice the capital letter M. Here is another 4-band resistor with low valued resistance. Its colors are green, red, gold, silver. Green is 5, red is 2, gold in the third band is a multiplier of 0.1. So the code reads 520.1. And so we multiply 52 by 0.1, giving a nominal value of 5.2 ohms. The fourth band is silver, so this is 10%. 5.2 plus or minus 10% gives us a range of 4.68 to 5.72 ohms. Therefore, to be called a 5.2 ohm resistor with a tolerance of 10%, the actual value must fall between 4.68 and 5.72 ohms.
Another color code for carbon resistors. First one, the color of the body gives the first significant figures. Second, the color of the ends gives the second significant figures. Third, the color of the dot gives the decimal multiplier. Fourth, the color of the ring gives the tolerance. So it is shown in the figure. YRB gold, that value is 42 into 10 to the power of 6 plus or minus 5% ohm. Series combination of resistor, so that is R equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Parallel combination of resistors, that is a reciprocal of equivalent resistance equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. I hope you people have understood.